You are here to see the guy that's blowing up the internet, IG. He goes by the name of 69 Ranch, aka Jordan Leung. Put your hands together for the man.
Hey guys. One more time for opening acts, man. Thank you, Jason, my only black friend in Hong Kong. And thank you, Tammy and Tim, two guys who wish they were as popular as me. That's cool. I see some empty seats. Some of you guys forgot to come. But it's okay. I've got your money already. It's cool. We showed out this show like a month ago, right? Yeah. It's cool. I'm glad we sold out the show. If I didn't sell out the show, I would have had to do comedy in Cambodia. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a good show tonight. Yeah. Could be bad, you know. I've done a lot of bad shows. One time I did a show, my friend came up to me afterwards. She was like, "Oh, tough crowd." You know? Like, you were in the crowd. You were part of the problem. But it's cool. I prepared really hard for this show, man. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's hard to tell, but I've been hitting the gym super hard. Well, it's sexy for you guys. It's cool. I have a personal trainer, or as I like to call him, a freelance PE teacher. That's what he is, right? If you work out, there's like this whole concept of like leg day. It's like a day where you only work out your legs. And it's so dumb because it's like so difficult, you know? And all it does is like makes your legs thicker, which makes your dick look smaller. It's like a lose-lose situation. I've been dealing with knee pain for like the past year. I don't really know why. Doctors don't know why. And I told my trainer, and he was like, "Oh, let's give you some like quad exercises, you know? Make your quads like bigger and stronger, and take the pressure off your knees, you know?" But I haven't done them because I don't want my dick to look small. So I think the real cause of my knee pain is fragile masculinity. One of my friends suggested I see a podiatrist to like help with my knee pain, and I went to see a podiatrist, and he was like, "You have really beautiful arches on your foot." And I was like, "Thank you." I don't think beautiful is a medical term. It just makes me think like every podiatrist like has a foot fetish. Like when they go to like interview at podiatry school, they're like, "Why are you interested in studying podiatry?" They're like, "You know why." It's cool. I have a girlfriend. Yeah. Sorry, ladies. And homos, sorry. It's cool. Sometimes my girlfriend gets jealous, like, because I have, like, some fans who are, like, really attractive, you know? Well, some of you are like, "Yeah." No. Yeah. But I screened everyone in the audience before you guys came in. So if you're here tonight, you're below a 7. Thank you so much. I realize most relationships follow like a similar trajectory. You know, like in the beginning, it's like amazing. It's like the honeymoon phase, right? Like you could fart in front of your girlfriend, and she's like, oh, so cute. Do it again, you know? But like if you're together for a long time, you know, like my parents, you know, like my mom gets mad at my dad if he like breathes too loud. So bad. My mom gets mad at my dad when he's like driving and he gets lost, following her directions. You know? And it's also his fault for listening to her directions. You know? One of my favorite things to do is like when I'm with my family and they're driving, you know, the GPS says go straight, and then my mom says turn right. You know, I'm just like, ooh. I wonder what my dad's gonna do. It's cool. Me and my girlfriend, we've been together for like a little over a year now, and some things have changed. Like when we first started dating, if I asked her for a tissue, she would just give me one. But now when I ask her for a tissue, she like tears half of one for me. So, yeah, not sure what that means. It's cool. My girlfriend, she's like scared of cockroaches, and I don't really mind, you know. If we see a cockroach, I'll like kill it for her. But it doesn't make sense for humans to be scared of cockroaches, you know. We're so much bigger than them. Right? That'd be like if dinosaurs still existed and dinosaurs were scared of humans. Imagine a dinosaur just came in, you know, sees me, and is like, oh! Human, oh! And she like asks her dinosaur boyfriend to like come kill me, you know? The dinosaur boyfriend is also like, oh, human! And she gets mad at him, you know? Like, yeah, the dinosaurs are from Hong Kong. Dude, I'm struggling to open this up. Yeah, I don't know. That would be the worst Jurassic Park movie ever. Alright, shouldn't have opened the water. I'm gonna drink real quick. Alright. Me and my girlfriend, we went to a studio, and sometimes we have people over. And I don't like having people over because, like, you're not allowed to eat anything unless you offer it to them as well. Right? And the type of stuff you eat alone is never the type of stuff you offer your guests. Right? They're like, oh, hey, are you hungry? You want to share my leftover burrito? Can I get you something? Sometimes guests, they were like, oh, like I want to show you something on YouTube, you know, and I'm very hesitant because I don't want them to see my YouTube recommendations. Like, all my YouTube recommendations are just like things that I have trouble with, you know. It's like how to get rid of knee pain, you know, how to hide a receding hairline. How to politely ask guests to leave. Very fun. Before I dated my girlfriend, I went on dates with all like Hong Kong girls, you know. And I feel like I misunderstood Hong Kong girls, you know. I used to think they're like very materialistic, you know. They like designer bags, you know. They like Hermes belts, you know. But I've gone to know them more, and I realized there's actually 3 things that they really like. The first one is like Tom's Eye. Like some of the girls here are like, ooh, you know. This is gonna be the most controversial thing I say tonight, but I think Tom's Eye is very overrated. It's just Ted's Ivy, you know, with better marketing and less noodle options. Some people, they tell me like, oh no, but but is it Hamza? Sample, Hamza, you know? And it's like, to me, the difference between Sample and Hamza is like the difference between like Sorry and Fun Lag. They're different. The second thing Hong Kong girls really like is horoscopes. I don't know. I used to have a crush on a girl who was like really into horoscopes, so I looked up our compatibility, and it said we were like really like sexually compatible. Oh, you have passionate, fiery sex, you know? And I like showed her the thing. And she was like, oh, I'm more like my moon sign. Yeah, you ever get friend zoned by a star? The third thing Hong Kong girls really like is rosewood, but only the bathroom. Yeah, I've never seen the inside of it. Oh, this is Tambi's iPad cover. Okay, cool. I don't know. Sometimes I do miss going on dates. Like, dates are fun. I remember when I lived in America, I went on dates with like 3 black girls, you know? Not at the same time. And every date with a black girl was like pretty similar, you know? Like, we just trying to show off how much we know about each other's culture. She'd be like, oh, you're from Hong Kong? That's cool, because I love dim sum, you know? And I was like, oh, that's cool, because I love Martin Luther King Jr. We have so much in common. I think it's interesting how like stereotypes for like the same group of people can be different around the world, you know? Like, I had a lot of Indian friends growing up, you know, like 2. And when I went to America, like my first Indian friend I made there, like we would just be like racist to each other, like for fun, you know, like as friends, you know. And I remember one time he said to me, he was like, hey Jordan, I would let you come over to my house, but I don't want you to eat my dog. To get back at him, you know? So I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to go to your house either, because I don't want your dad to make a suit for me. And he just kind of looked at me like, what the fuck did you just say? So, yeah, it's cool. One thing that really confuses me, you know, it's like, I don't know where like Indian people in Hong Kong eat, you know, because like my Indian friends, every time I ask them to eat Indian food, they're always like, no, the Indian restaurants are so bad, you know, my mom makes it better, you know, they're like super defensive about it. Oh, there's a bug there. But also know like Indian people, like they're like too smart with their money to eat at white people restaurants all the time, you know. But I also never see Indian people at like Chinese restaurants. You know, I've never seen Indian people inside like a Tatan tent. You know, I see them outside. All right, racism. All right. Just kidding. I'm 29 years old. Apparently, I look much older. Thank you. Yeah. I the age where like people are starting to like settle into their careers, you know. Like my best friend growing up, he's like a doctor now, and I'm a comedian. You know? But I feel like we're pretty similar, you know, because laughter is the best medicine. We're both in the medical field. I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is we've been doing comedy shows the entire COVID, and no one has ever gotten COVID from a comedy show in Hong Kong. You know? Also, no one goes to the comedy shows. So it's cool. But I don't know. This is my job. I like it. It's fun. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So now I think about like what are the worst jobs they have in Hong Kong, and I think one job that's pretty bad is like insurance sales. Right? Like if you sell insurance, every morning you wake up, you're just like, which friends am I gonna lose today? I think another job that's quite not good to have is people who do like the cold calls, right? Like every time I get a phone call from a number that starts with a 3, I'm just trying to think of the dumbest thing to say to them. I'll be like, is this a job that I applied for? That's cool. Hong Kong's been a pretty interesting place to live the past couple of years, you know? Like we've all just been stuck here. It's very difficult to go in or out, you know? Like I feel like we've just been living in a really nice North Korea. Some places you don't have to like wear a mask anymore. Actually, you don't actually have to wear a mask in Hong Kong, man. You can walk around all day outside with no mask, you know? And then if a police tries to like arrest you or give you a ticket, just start running away from them. You know? And now you're exercising outdoors. Run towards them too. Run in circles. Once you look less suspicious. You know? Some of my friends, they like to tell me I'm like famous, you know? And I don't know, this show was like the most important night of my life, and I like took the bus here, you know? I don't think Gargoyle takes the bus to the show, you know? It's cool. But my life's been different, you know. I get invited to a lot of stuff. Me and my girlfriend got invited to like a K11 art tour recently. And my girlfriend asked the tour guide, like, oh, is your office here in the K11 office space? And she was like, no, our office is in Jingdong, you know, like the office space is where paying customers. And I just thought like, wow, you know, like K11's owned by like the 3rd richest family in Hong Kong, and they're like this cheap. It just makes me think like, you know, like Adrian Chang, like the boss of K11, like when he takes a girl on staycation, like he does not take her to Rosewood. He takes her to like the Novotel and yeah, it's like pictures in this bathroom, you know? I get interviewed a lot, you know. People always ask me like similar questions, you know. They ask me like, "Oh, Jordan, is it more difficult?" They're always like British, you know. "Oh, Jordan, is it more difficult to do stand-up comedy? You know, because audiences are more sensitive. It's more difficult, you know." don't know. I think when I lived in New York, like, yeah, it was kind of difficult. You have to be worried, like, oh, am I going to offend this person, you know? But Hong Kong is like one of the most socially backwards places on earth. So, no, I don't have to worry about it. I feel like a lot of girls in Hong Kong have been called like prostitutes before by their own mother. Because they were like wearing a tank top. So yeah, that's the type of place this is, you know. Body shaming, what? You mean a small talk conversation? You know? It's cool. But I don't know. Sometimes you'll get confused, like where I'm from or like how long I've been in Hong Kong or whatever. But I grew up in Hong Kong, you know, like I was here during SARS, you know, I was here during like Pasiaso, you know. I was here. But I went to America when I was a teenager. So basically everything between like Edison Chan naked pics and the start of COVID, I was not in Hong Kong. That's how I remember it. And I don't know. My Chinese is like, it's okay, but it's not that good, you know. One thing I really struggle with is like the like Sengnu, you know, the Seiji Sengnu. Like I don't know any of them. And I don't know. Like because of that, sometimes if I hear like 4 Chinese words together, I just assume it's a Sengnu. Like when I came back, I thought, 全民造星. And it's a Sengnu about 12 boys who make a lot of money for one middle-aged woman. That's what it's about. I think it's funny sometimes, my coworkers, you know, sometimes in meetings, they'll like say a Sengnu to like emphasize the point, you know? And I'm just like, I don't know what point you're trying to emphasize. But yeah, it's only funny to me. Alright, cool. My parents are like very like traditional Chinese parents, you know, they always say like very like traditional Chinese shit, you know? Sometimes they say like, oh, it's like it's like my, you know? And I'm like, oh, maybe that's why you have high blood pressure. It's weird. I think it's weird that I'm talking about Chinese and English. So I do 轉一轉台先 ，OK？ 其實我覺得即係喺香港做個廣東少數，但係講英文都係有啲離地嘅，我覺得。But it's okay. 有時候有啲 fans 咧會 message 咗，佢會話：哦，我哋睇呢個 show 嗰陣時咧係想練習，即係聽多啲英文。所以如果你覺得呢個 show 唔好笑咧，係因為我哋 DSE English 出嚟覺得好低分。中文笑話啦 ，OK，Story One。咁大家記得疫情最嚴重嗰陣時咧，即係唔係嗌外賣就係打飛機啦。我記得我嗌外賣嗰陣時咧，我個 Apps 咧係英文嘅。咁其實即係用英文嗌外賣其實係有啲困難。有時你想食嗰樣嘢，唔知個英文名係乜嘢 ，right？ So you want to eat 楊枝甘露 ，research like Yang's 甘露。所以我就改咗個 app 去中文啦，我係灰過佢係學咗好多新嘅中文字。咁疫情嗰陣時，即係我第一次睇啲中文嘅 AV 網站啦，我英文嗰啲我已經睇晒。你知即係睇 porn 嗰陣時係分 categories 去睇㗎嘛？我撳下個 category 啦， 跟住我係完全唔識睇啲中文字啦。除咗一個 category 我識睇就係素人，因為素呢個字嗌外賣嗰時成日我心喺度諗，哇！喂，佢個 category 俾 vegetarian。我就睇啦，我就睇啲 vegetarian 啦。跟住我發覺我最中意嗰啲 AV 女優咧，冇一個係 vegetarian。Okay, 轉翻台。Okay, change channel. Cool. Yeah, I know Chinese is like a difficult language, right? But English is pretty difficult too, you know? There's some English words that even like fluent English speakers don't like use incorrectly all the time, you know? One of those words is irony, you know? Some people think it means like coincidental. Some people think it means sarcastic, you know? That's not what it means. So some of you guys are probably wondering, like, all right, Jordan, you're so smart. What does irony mean? And irony, that's how a woman tastes when she's on her period. PMS, you know? All the guys are really quiet. No, babe, I love when you PMS. So reasonable. I don't know. I don't mind when my girlfriend PMS, you know? Because, like, at least she's not pregnant, you know? I got the glass half full. I, like, looked up how much an abortion costs in Hong Kong. And it's like $3,500, you know? So every time my girlfriend PMS, I just tell myself, you know, like $3,500. That's what I have to do. I'm a very like a shy and anxious person, you know. Like when I was booking the venue, I was like, I want to find the venue where the front row is really far away, as far away as possible. Yeah, I get anxious really easily. So it's like really stressful for me when I take the minibus. Really anxious, trying to like, oh, I have to like stop the minibus, you know? So that's why like if someone calls like Yao and it's within a 5-minute walking distance, I just get off as well. I use the 5-minute walk to like calm down my anxiety. Works out perfectly. I make a little bit more money now, so I take Uber sometimes, you know. Yeah. Sometimes when you call Uber, you get a Tesla, right? I remember the first time it happened, I was like really stoked. I was super cocky about it. I was like, oh yeah, Tesla, you know. I was trying to show off to my friends. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna go. My driver is gonna pick me up. Then the Tesla came. I don't know how to open the door. So now when I call Uber and it's a Tesla, you know, it gives me a lot of anxiety. Why are there so many Tesla Ubers anyway, you know? Like, Hong Kong's like the one place on earth where like the Uber driver is richer than you. When the app is like, do you want to tip the driver? You know, like, the driver should tip me. So, I was walking down Lai Tzu Block the other day, and I saw this like a residential building called Manhattan Hill. And I lived in New York for 3 years. And never saw a building called Leipzig Hill. Just telling you guys. New York is a very famous saying. It's like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, right? And I feel like if there was a Hong Kong version, it would be, if you can make it here, your parents must have a lot of money. There's some rich people out here. Hong Kong people care so much about money, man, you know? Just like more than any other place I've been to. Like money to Hong Kong people is like guns to Americans. That's how important it is. I guarantee at least one person in this room like try to calculate how much money I'm making tonight. Exactly how much I take, but I know the total revenue, ticket revenue, was like $170,000. And that's a lot of abortions. I don't think I ever have to wear a condom again. Speaking of abortions, I want to thank my parents for not aborting me. Not everyone's parents are this honest, but like my parents told me, like, oh yeah, like we thought about aborting you. I'm like, all right, cool. Happy Chinese New Year. It's cool. The last holiday, I was playing mahjong with my parents and my uncle, and that was the first time I actually won a lot. I beat all of them, you know. And I was like, oh, this must be how Stephen Curry felt the first time he beat his dad at basketball. That was so cool. But I don't know. My parents are cool. My mom, she's one of those people who she means well, but for the wrong reasons. You know? You guys remember when the Taliban took over Afghanistan a year ago? I was watching TV with my mom, and we saw the people in Afghanistan, you know, and my mom was like, "Oh, 阿富汗呢次大鑊啊！你睇下啲人都冇戴口罩。" My dad, we don't talk that much because we're both kind of reserved, you know. And for most of my life, we try to find a father-son bonding activity we could do together, you know. We tried tennis, we tried golf, you know. But we stopped because the lessons were too expensive. We were both very bad at it. But when I moved back recently, that was my first time living with my parents as an adult. So me and my dad bond over how annoying my mom is. It's like freedom. We're both really good at it. It's cool. Tonight's a very special night for me because it's my first time doing the theater. Yeah. It's also the first time my parents started watching me do comedy. And now I guys feel bad for laughing at them earlier. Young people these days, right? It's cool. Before I say my last joke, I just want to thank everyone, man, you know, especially the fans who've been here for a while, you know. We did my show last year, it was at a co-working space, you know, and now we're in the theater. I want to do Hong Kong next. telling you guys something useful, something that's useful for you guys. I'm going to tell you guys how you can get free Mrs. Fields for the rest of your life. Go on the Mrs. Fields website and click accept all cookies.